we're following Big James on his Harley. We had a little bit of an event here. Take a listen and see what happened. Now, from my perspective, I see the fireball out of the tailpipes and hear the pop. I'm not exactly sure what has happened at this point, but James pulled over and stopped rather abruptly, and he seemed a little bit agitated, which I guess I can understand why. His other motorcycle, which is kind of a rebuilt Ural with a BMW motor in it, that he had planned on riding, was already having electrical problems and out, and that's why he's on the Harley at this point. So he gets off to perform a little bit of unorthodox motorcycle maintenance. Not exactly sure that helped the situation, but I'm sure that it did feel a little better. His other bike has electrical problems, is down. We're riding down. Now there's 4 of us here. I'm on the Tourist immediately behind him. Following me is my son on James's Retro, and I'll come back to that in a moment and explain it. And then following him is my wife on her Patrol, and in her sidecar is James's wife, and we're all headed down to Lane's Peach Orchard to get some peach ice cream or whatever ice cream we may happen to want when we get there.
What happened?
And I'll speed this part up for you just a little bit in a moment. But James is troubleshooting at this point to see if we can get back on the road. All James has really done is kind of just wiggled all the wires around and given it a good old check, and it cranked up. We thought we were about ready to get on the road again, but as you hear, it just turned off on its own, so we're kind of back to trying to start the bike again. I don't think anything sounds quite as lonesome or pathetic, I guess, as an engine turning over and over and over and just not being able to crank. To explain why we're on this trip, my son, Robby, who you see standing there in the green shirt, is borrowing James's Retro Ural with the Sidecar to ride in the Ride for Kids in Atlanta in about a week as of when this video was filmed. Well, James wanted to make sure Robby would be able to be comfortable on the rig and handle it properly, so that's kind of what this trip is about. We took an excursion, went down to Lane's to get some peach ice cream. And Robby did real well on the rig, had no trouble handling it, which makes James feel a little bit better about loaning it out before we go on a 2-hour ride from where we are up to the Cumming Fairgrounds for the Ride for Kids, followed by possibly hour and a half ride with the kids, and then a 2-hour ride back. Now at this point, James has it figured out. It's a bad connector on the bike causing an electrical fault. Takes care of that, and we're ready to get on the road again and go get our ice cream. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you'll see more videos coming up as we take more and more trips out on the Ural sidecars.